What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? I am Brian, and I'm here to help you guys improve your photography. So today, we're going to be talking about 3 tips that I keep in mind when I'm out in the field shooting. So let's get going. All right. Tip number 1 is when your lens is dirty, don't just ignore it. Please do something about it. Use something like a little rocket air. See this little thing? See this little guy? It shoots air, and then have a little lens cloth. Use that to clean off the lens. You do not want dirt, dust, liquid, saliva, whatever. I don't know what you're shooting that would even cause that, but whatever you are shooting, you do not want little bits of that kind of stuff on your lens. It will destroy the front element of your lens. There's a special coating on most lenses nowadays, and you don't want to ruin that coating by having and leaving stuff on there. So do yourself a favor, clean the lens. Don't blow on it. That's probably what I'm referring to as far as saliva. Don't blow on it because you might actually just get some saliva onto the lens. Use one of these guys. They're fantastic. They're cheap. They're easy to use, and they'll get the job done and no problem, okay? Use a lens cloth. The lens cloth is great. It's a microfiber cloth. It won't scratch the lens and that coating on the front element. So be sure to use a microfiber cloth. Microfiber cloth, okay? Don't just use a paper towel. Don't use maybe your shirt if you literally don't have anything, but do your best to keep your lenses clean. And I'm not talking about just the front element, also the rear element of the lens. That is also an important area because that area can also transfer some dust and things like that into the sensor in the camera. So you want to keep that as clean as possible. I always recommend blowing the dust and everything off of your lenses before you put them on and before a shoot. That way you're good to go and you don't have anything to worry about. Plus, it'll save you time in the editing process from having to remove any dust specks and things like that that might show up in your photos. All right. Tip number 2, when you are out in the field shooting, be sure when you change your lens to have your body facing down, lens facing down, point the camera lens down so the rear element is facing down as well. This prevents any dust, dirt that might be floating around in the air from getting on the sensor, from getting on the back of the camera. I would highly suggest when you are about to remove this to have the lens cap, the rear element ready to go. Always have the front element lens cap on before you do any of that because again, it'll just in general help keep things off of the lens. And then you don't want things to go inside the camera body, so that's why we point it down. If it's a windy day, have your back to the wind. Have your back to the wind, change your lens, put the cap on, put the new lens on, you're ready to go, okay? Hey, just wanted to share, I have a new photography group called Photography Basics for Beginners and Beyond. It's a great place for folks who are new to photography. Maybe they're just wanting to learn more about camera settings or lighting or understanding the exposure triangle or even understanding what kind of gear to get. We have started this awesome group and I am the host there trying to lead you guys and just in general trying to create a more personable location for you guys to be able to ask questions. If you want photos critiqued or if you're looking for help with your editing too, I'm happy to help you guys out, and there are many others in the group who are also there to support you. So please feel free, if you want, head over to www.mrbrianwalsh.com/community and you guys can join the group right there and then. Share your first introductory post, show us a couple of your favorite images and what you're looking forward to getting out of the group. And that's about it. I'll leave it there. We'll see you guys in the next one. Tip number 3. Okay, this is kind of an important one. Okay, guys, they're all important, but this is one that I see most beginners totally mess up with. Again, you might already know this, so it might just seem like common sense to you, but I'm just letting you know not everybody knows this because I've seen plenty of people not doing this. When you are holding the camera, it's always best to have 3 points of contact. That's why this is tip number 3, 3 points of contact. You have your hand holding the camera. You have your other hand supporting the lens. I do not want to ever see anyone holding the lens like this, holding it like this. If I see you and I'm friends with you and I see you shooting like this, I'm going to call you out. That is not a good, stable way of holding your camera. I don't ever want to see someone doing this or this. I've seen it. It's crazy. You want to hold the lens underneath this because the lens can have some weight to it, and you want to be able to hold the weight more stabilized because gravity obviously is pulling everything down. So you put your second hand here under the lens. Then the third point of contact is going to be with your eye. Where should your elbows be? Your elbows do not need to be out. You want your elbows in, and it kind of creates a more stable, kind of like a tripod effect. And this is going to allow and help you to have more sharper images. You're going to have less handshake. You're not going to really have too much of that. And in general, it's just a good thing to do when you're out shooting, is to always have a nice stable shot. So even when you're on the ground, you're going to be doing that. Don't ever hold it like this. And basically that's really it. Wow. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out that video. Did you guys find it helpful? Let me know by leaving a like, and if you have any other questions, please leave them down below in the comments. I do plan on making some more videos in the near future about some different topics. So if you would like, subscribe so you guys can see those videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Boom.